Hello and a warm welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluent State of Nigeria. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. The news headlines. President MUHAMMADU Buhari assures free, fair and transparent electoral process. Kogi Governor YAHAYA BELLO commemorates June 12, says good governance, quality leadership are cardinal in delivering democratic dividends. NDLEA arrests 39 drug peddlers, sees US Dubai-bound drug. Now the news in detail. President MUHAMMADU Buhari has promised to facilitate a free, fair and transparent electoral process in next year's general elections. He made the promise during the live television broadcast held in Villa, Abuja to mark Democracy Day. The president said it will be a way to honor the memory of the acclaimed winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, the late MKO Abiola. The president called on political parties, candidates and the electorate not to regard the elections as a do-or-die affair, adding that democracy is about the will of the majority and therefore there must be winners and losers. Buhari expressed his satisfaction with the primary elections conducted across various political parties ahead of next year's general election, saying the primaries had set the tone for peaceful polls next year. He said, and I quote, "Fellow Nigerians, this is the last Democracy Day speech as your president. By June 12, 2023, exactly 1 year from today, you already have a new president. I remain committed and determined to ensure the new president is elected through a peaceful and transparent process." Buhari called on candidates in next year's elections to imbibe issue-based approach and desist from character assassinations as campaign officially begin in September. He said his government in the last 7 years has made significant investments to reform and enhance the electoral laws, system and processes to safeguard votes. Kogite State Governor YAHAYA BELLO has stressed that good governance, boosted by quality leadership, remain cardinal in delivering democratic dividends to the citizenry who entrusted respective leaders with the responsibility to govern them. He added that the current leadership of Nigeria must not only remain committed to the founding visions of the nation, but they must also provide visions of a new and better tomorrow, of which future leaders can also build. The governor made this known in a press statement signed by his Chief Press Secretary, Onogu Mohammed, in commemoration of the 2022 June 12th Democracy Day. Governor Bello confirmed that the administration of President MUHAMMADU Buhari has greatly deepened democratic practices in the nature, particularly those relating to free and fair elections, press freedom, administration of justice and open governance, and expressed his belief that the 2023 general elections will reflect these principles like never before. He noted that despite the numerous challenges faced, it was still the duty of government to guarantee security, unity, and prosperity to all Nigerians. The governor noted that Chief MKO Abiola and the many others known and unknown whose sacrificial contributions to strengthen democracy in the nation must never be forgotten or diminished at any point in our history as a nation. Governor YAHAYA BELLO facilitated with Nigerians on this year's event and urged all citizens to position themselves to participate fully in the ongoing electoral process, and that citizens should ask questions from those willing to contest for elective positions of their plans, programs and policies, and ensure that they actively participate in selecting through the ballot those that would have their mandate. Governor YAHAYA BELLO of Kogi and the Director General of his presidential campaign organization, Afsat Abiola Costello, led various groups of Nigerian women to commemorate the June 12th Democracy Day in Abuja. The event was held in honor of the late Moshood Kashimawo Olawale MKO Abiola, the presumed winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election. Bello said that he was excited that almost 30 years after the demise of Abiola, his vision continued to be relevant, adding that this was one of the reasons he was determined to contest the position of the president. He appreciates the President MUHAMMADU Buhari and his team, who deem it necessary that after 29 years, Chief MKO Abiola deserved to be well honored and decorated posthumously with the highest honor of the land, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, GCFR. Bello said the late Abiola represented hope for this country and for the current and future generations. He, however, noted that the emergence of the national leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, as flag bearer of the party, would further bring the vision of MKO Abiola to fruition. Afsat Abiola Costello assured Nigerians and women in particular that with Tinubu, the dreams of MKO Abiola would be actualized. She said, based on the conversation with APC flag bearer Ahmed Bola Tinubu, there is hope for Nigerian women young people, and Nigerians with special needs. Among dignitaries present is Ladi Bala, the president of Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ. She described Kogite State Governor YAHAYA Bello as an icon and true representation of democracy. She commended his tenacity demonstrated at the primary poll. Ladi also commended Bello's policies and style of governance, especially the inclusion of women in his administration. The federal government has resumed talks with representatives of unions in the nation's universities. It was reported last week that the Professor Nimi Briggs committee set up by the government to renegotiate the 2009 agreement was expected to end its 3-month timelines given on June 7, 2022. But investigations revealed that the committee would meet Academic Staff Union of Universities on Monday, while the Joint Action Committee of the Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Allied Institutions would also have their meeting on Friday. Similarly, the Joint Action Committee of the Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational Allied Institutions National President Ibrahim Mohammed told journalists that SANU's meeting would be on Friday. SANU's strike started with a warning strike of 2 weeks. It's still ongoing while ASU commenced its warning strike in February, after the federal government failed to meet some of its demands, including the release of revitalization funds for universities, renegotiation of the 2009 FGN ASU agreements, release of end allowance for university lecturers, and deployment of the University Transparency and Accountability Solution. 1 week after the deadly terrorist attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, Ondo State, many churches in the town witnessed low turnout of worshippers during their services on Sunday. It was reported that the church located in the hometown of the state governor Rotimi Akeredolu was attacked last Sunday during service, leaving about 40 persons dead and some others still hospitalized. The state government has declared 7 days mourning period over the incident, while it also cancelled the annual Democracy Day celebration to honor the victims. The attack, it was learned, created fear in the minds of many Christians in the town who decided to stay away from their churches on Sunday. Many of the churches in the town were reported to be beefed up with security around them to avoid a repeat of the attack. At St. Francis Catholic Church, where the Sunday attack occurred, the premises was shut while a few members were cited. It was, however, gathered that some members of the Christian Association of Nigeria later converged on the church premises to offer interdenominational prayers. We'll go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult, because this is our institution. And if we don't conduct ourselves with dignity and respect, nobody will respect us.
The heads of security in Nigeria made several different explanations for killings of our citizens.
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I hereby forward for the confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the underlisted nominees as National Commissioners and Resident Electoral Commissioner for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
Welcome back. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has ordered the deployment of policemen and other operational assets to beef up security during the forthcoming governorship election in Kogite State. The first Public Relations Officer, Muyiwa Adejobi, said in a statement that the deployment include police personnel, armored personnel carriers, technical capabilities of the police air wing, the 1st Marine, mounted troops, K9 section, and other operational assets. Adejobi said the deployment also included selected seasoned strategic commanders from the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police and above for effective supervision of security personnel and operation during the election. Adejobi said the IGP noted that the force had carried out the necessary operational deployments as part of actions aimed at creating a conducive and enabling environments that would guarantee the peaceful and proper conduct of the election in Kogite State. He said the IGP urged the good people of Kogite State to be law-abiding and comply with the restriction of movement order which would be announced by the Commissioner of Police as at when due. He added that the IGP equally called on the good people of Kogite State to come out en masse and exercise their franchise as adequate security has been deployed by the police and other security agencies to protect them before, during and after the election. There are indications that the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu may unveil his running mates during the week. Tinubu would conclude consultations with the party stakeholders including governors and would announce his running mates on Wednesday. It was also learned that the APC governors and other stakeholders had agreed that the Northeast should produce the vice presidential candidate of the party. According to the reports, those who are being tipped for the slot include the Kebbi State Governor Atiku Bagudu, a former governor of Borno State Kashim Shettima, the Kano State Governor Abdullahi Gunduje, and the Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong. It was gathered that the Northeast might produce the running mate, while the position of the Senate President would go to the Southeast, and Northwest would produce the House of Representatives Speaker. An associate of Tinubu and Lagos Vice Chairman Central of the APC, Akim Bangbala, said the party had not decided on the issue of a Muslim running mate for Tinubu. He said the issue of this Muslim ticket is still speculation till the next 2 or 3 days when the party will unveil Asiwaju's running mate. The APC Publicity Secretary also confirmed that there were reconciliatory moves by Tinubu to mend fences with Southeast political leaders. And now on crime. Kogite State Governor YAHAYA Bello has ordered the arrest and detention of 2 first-class chiefs in Basa local government in the state for their failure to put an end to the incessant destruction of lives and properties in a lingering communal crisis. This was contained in a press statement signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Onogu Mohammed. The detained chiefs include Ohegba of Mozum, His Royal Highness Khalid Bukar Ali, and the Aguma of Basa Kingdom, His Royal Highness William Keke. Also, the governor has placed the Divisional Security Officer DSO of Basa local government area and some government appointees under security watch for their roles in the bloodletting that has claimed innocent lives and the destruction of properties in the enclave. The Chief Press Secretary to the governor said the recent crisis was sparked off by an alleged murder of a Basakom palm wine tapper in a community of the council. The government said the renewed hostility between the warring tribes in the community has claimed 9 lives and the destructions of properties in the process. The report gathered has it that Governor YAHAYA Bello has warned the 2 first-class rulers and stakeholders of the areas in 2018 to do everything within their means to stop the unending bloodshed in their community. He has threatened to take actions against them if they fail to put their house in order for peaceful coexistence. Governor Bello has directed the security apparatus in the state to keep the 2 traditional rulers under house arrest for now. It was learned further that efforts to release the 2 traditional rulers proved abortive, as more arrest of those fingered in the crisis is said to be in the offing. 3 pastors have been abducted by suspected kidnappers in the WAFU local government area of Kogite State. It was gathered that the pastors were on their way to minister at a 3-day crusade when the suspect intercepted their vehicle along the Ochadamu Okele Ejule road. The kidnappers thereafter whisked the clerics away. A source in the family of one of the pastors, while speaking with journalists, said the kidnappers has made contact and demanded 80 million naira ransom. The police command of the state confirmed the kidnap, saying it has drafted policemen to the area to secure the release of the victims. The state police Public Relations Officer William Aya said the command is aware and efforts are on to effect their release. Nigerian-based Congolese Kadi Kandigu and a Nigerian Antone Makawulu have been arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency at the Muritala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos, for allegedly attempting to export illicit drugs to the United States of America and Dubai, United Arab Emirates. A statement by the Director of Media and Advocacy, NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, said Kandigu was arrested at the narco export shed for attempting to export 2,100 kilograms of pantozini injection, while Makowulu was nabbed in a connection with attempt to export parcels of cannabis sativa concealed in a cereal pack to Dubai through the Sako cargo ship. Meanwhile, anti-narcotics officers in Edo State reportedly intercepted 10,280 tablets of tramadol, 2,000 tablets of diazepam, 300 tablets of Swinol, 5,000 tablets of Ansor, and 10 bottles of codeine-based syrup in the area of the state. While they also destroyed 5.3 areas of cannabis farm in Oke Forest in the Ovia Northeast local government area as part of efforts to disrupt all cannabis planting activities for the season in the state. It was a Black Sunday that marks this year's Democracy Day celebration as suspected Fulani terrorists launched a bloody attack on Igama, Edumoga, and Haje communities in Opoku local government area of Benue State, leaving 11 people dead. This is just as some assailants also at the weekend shot dead an SS3 student of St. Monica's Secondary School in Otukpo local government area of the state. It was learned that at the attack in Opogu, the invaders also set ablaze hundreds of houses in the Igama community. Hordes of residents of the community, report said, have now deserted their homes and are taking refuge in places deemed to be safe. Chairman of Opoku local government area, Amina Audu, confirmed the attack. Audu said 3 corpses have been recovered, while 6 other corpses brought from Igama. The local government chairman said those killed were mostly youths, while the elderly and women were left to run away. Meanwhile, the deceased SS3 student identified as Charity, a YA candidate, was reportedly shot in the head by the gunmen who invaded her home at Edikwo Road in Otukpo. A source from the school said Miss Eze Charity was shot dead with one paper to end her YA examination. The source exclaimed. The State Police Command's Public Relations Officer, Catherine Sewuse Anini, a superintendent of police, also confirmed the Opoku killings. On our foreign news, Israel's Foreign Minister Yair Lapid has urged citizens in Turkey to leave as soon as possible over threats that Iranian operatives are actively planning attacks on Israelis in Istanbul. The foreign minister said this in a meeting of lawmakers from his Yesh Atid party, citing on Monday that it's real and immediate danger. Several Iranian attempts at carrying out terror attacks against Israelis on holiday in Istanbul. If you are already in Istanbul, return to Israel as soon as possible, Lapid said. If you have planned a flight to Istanbul, cancel. No vacation is worth your life, he added. Do not fly to Turkey at all unless such travel is essential, the foreign minister added. Iran and Israel are arch rivals, and Tehran has accused the Jewish state of carrying out a series of assassinations targeting senior Iranian nuclear and military personnel. Most recently, Iran claimed that Israel was responsible for the killing of Revolutionary Guard Colonel Sayed Khudai, who was shot dead outside his Tehran home on May 22. Lapid made no reference to any alleged Israeli operation inside Iran, but said that some Israelis who recently traveled to Turkey had returned without knowing their lives were saved. The alleged attackers were targeting Israeli citizens in order to kidnap them or kill them, Lapid said. Earlier Monday, Israel's public broadcaster Kan reported on Iranian plans to kidnap Israelis in Turkey a month ago, which was thwarted after Israel alerted Ankara about the threat. Lapid thanked the Turkish government for the effort they are putting into protecting the lives of Israeli citizens without providing details. Jonah Malik is standing by for our sports update. Over to you, Jonah.
And on sports update, the Super Eagles of Nigeria on Monday thrashed their opponents Sao Tome and Principe 10 goals to nothing in their second AFCON qualifier match to go top of Group A table with 6 points. Victor Osimhen opened the scoring in the 90th minute of the game after receiving a cross from Moses Simon. They doubled their lead in the 28th minute, this time Simon being the scorer and Osimhen the supplier. Terry Murphy added the third in the 43rd minute just before the halftime whistle, with Osimhen again being the supplier. The second half came with a lot of enthusiasm from the Super Eagles, with Osimhen, Etebo, Murphy and Lookman scoring in the 48th, 55th, 60th and 63rd minutes to give them a 7-0 lead. Nigeria's number 9 completed his hat-trick in the 65th minute before going ahead to score his fourth of the game in the 84th minute. Emmanuel Dennis rounded off the game when he drew a foul in Sao Tome's penalty box before converting it in the 92nd minute. The Super Eagles were running riot. The Super Eagles last week Thursday defeated Sierra Leone 2-1 in their opening fixtures. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thanks for the updates. And now on our entertainment news, American singer Britney Spears has finally married her fiancé Sam Asghari. According to Page 6, the couple walked down the aisles at Spears' mansion in Thousand Oaks, California. The wedding was attended by some close friends of the music star, including Madonna, Paris Hilton, Drew Barrymore, and Donatella Versace. However, some of the singer's family members were absent, including her parents, 2 sons, and sister. The singer's brother, Brian Spears, was the only immediate family member on hand. However, there was a bit of drama before the event properly started. Spears' first husband, Jason Alexander, was arrested outside her house just before the ceremony started. The singer only recently revealed that she was expecting a baby with Asghari. Britney and her hubby Asghari got engaged in 2021 after dating for almost 5 years. Asghari met Spears when she hired the Cheslade stud to appear as her love interest in her Slumber Party music video in October 2016. She was previously married to Kelvin Federline, the father of her sons, Sean Preston and Jaden James, both 15 from 2004 to 2007. And that's the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kogite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, adverts, and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. Friday 9 p.m. Local Government and You, Saturday 7 p.m. Family Affairs, 9 p.m. Political Arena, and Women's World Sunday by 6 p.m. It's Kogite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Matthias Ayodeji. Please continue to be a brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Good day and thanks for watching.